ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So in the previous verse we saw that Shaunaka and other sages, they are inquiring from Suta Goswami to describe further about Lord Kapila, and they had asked him, please describe Anukirtaya as you have heard in the Parampara system. So here we can see Suta Uvacha. In reply now Suta Goswami is answering, and he is answering as he has heard through Shukdev Goswami. So Shukdev Goswami has explained about the conversation going on between Maitreya Rishi and Vidura. It was during the time when Lord Krishna was there, and Vidura had left his palace and he had approached Maitreya Rishi about transcendental subject matters. And Maitreya Rishi is describing about transcendental subject matter, including about the pastimes of Lord Kapila. So that is how this is related. So Suta Goswami is saying, the most powerful sage Maitreya was a friend of Vyasadeva. Being encouraged and pleased by Vidura's inquiry about transcendental knowledge, Maitreya spoke as follows. So Vidura very submissively inquired. Vidura himself is actually called as Mahatma Vidura. He's a great personality. Just like in today's conversation we were reading, Prabhupada is saying, Guru more murkha dekhila karile sashana. However advanced one may be, one before his spiritual master, one should not think he does not require to gain knowledge. Prabhupada gives the example, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was, even materially speaking, a great scholar. He had defeated so many different kinds of scholars, including Keshav Kashmiri and so many. Later we see he defeated Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Prakashananda Saraswati, all these personalities, very great scholar. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is saying, Guru more murkha dekhila karila sashana. My spiritual master saw me to be a fool and he ordered me. So, this is a very, very important qualification of a disciple if we want to learn. Anybody remembers today one more conversation Prabhupada says, the meaning of Sikh. The meaning of Sikh. Sikh is a sect, just like there is Jain. So like that there are people who follow Sikh religion. So Sikh come from Siksha. They always think they want to gain more and more knowledge. That is their religion. So actually we can see When Vidura inquired very, very submissively, Maitreya Rishi was very encouraged. And in that kind of assembly, where inquirer is very inquisitive, submissively he is inquiring, and the spiritual master is like Maitreya Rishi, who is also called here as Bhagavan. That Vidura is not inquiring from some ordinary personality, he is inquiring from somebody who is very advanced in spiritual knowledge. As good as Bhagavan, it is as good as hearing from Supreme Lord directly. That is why he is addressed as Bhagavan, not that he is Bhagavan. Prabhupada says somebody who is very, very spiritually advanced is also sometimes referred to as Bhagavan. And moreover, he was the friend of Ved Vyasa, who is literary incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is why also he is called as Bhagavan. So, very interestingly, Prabhupada is saying, Maitreya was very pleased with the inquiries of Vidura because they were the inquiries of a bona fide advanced devotee. So when inquiries are made with spiritual intentions to progress in spiritual life, and the answers are given by a self-realized personality like Maitreya Rishi, he becomes very encouraged, and everything, whatever is required, he reveals. So Maitreya was very encouraged. When there are discourses on transcendental topics between devotees of equal mentality, the questions and answers are very fruitful and encouraging. So he is a very advanced disciple and he is self-realized spiritual master. This combination is very, very fruitful. So just like Prabhupada sometimes used to give the example, he used to say, if man is potent and if woman is also potent, and if they are husband and wife, and if they have connection, then immediately there will be pregnancy. So the spiritual master has to be potent with spiritual knowledge, and the disciple also needs to be advanced in spiritual understanding. He should know the process of spiritual advancement, how to approach and please the spiritual master. Then it is possible that this discourses will be very, very fruitful. So Prabhupada he says that this is the process of self-realization. This has to be understood very clearly. If we want to advance in spiritual life, the process is to approach a bona fide spiritual master and very submissively inquire from him about spiritual subject matters. This process, if we follow, then it will be fruitful. Prabhupada gives an example. He says, suppose there is a mic or there is dictaphone and it is not working, and we are trying very hard somehow or other to make it work. So we find it is very difficult. And let us say we approach somebody is selling pan and bidi, and we approach him and we say, my dictaphone is not working, my mic is not working. Then Prabhupada says he does not know that science. He may know the science of making pan and bidi, but he cannot repair your machine. Whereas, if you approach a person who knows that science, you approach the technician, the person who knows about it, immediately you will find he may just tighten one screw or he may change little part and immediately it starts working. Isn't it? So similarly, we have to understand what the Vedic literature says, that if we want to advance in spiritual life, we have to approach a proper person. Just like if your machine is not working, you have to approach a proper person. Similarly, if we want to advance in spiritual life, then we have to approach a proper person. So, in Mundaka Upanishad it says, Tat Vignanartham Sagurum Evavi Gachet. Tad Vignana. Vignana means it is self-realized knowledge. It is not just theoretical knowledge. Tad Vignana, the knowledge about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is called Tad Vignana. Tad Vignan Artham. In order to gain that knowledge, transcendental knowledge, one has to approach a bona fide spiritual master. And Evabi Gachet means there is no other process. It is must. This is also very important. If we find even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Tat Vidhi, the process of acquiring spiritual knowledge, Tat Vidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya. One has to first approach a bona fide spiritual master, completely surrender unto him. Pranipatena. And it is explained what is the meaning of that surrender. Surrender is not that with some reservation. Prakashtha rupena nipataha. When one falls down completely, that is called pranipatena. That means complete surrender without any reservation. So one has to surrender like that, and then pariprashnena sevaya. Submissively he has to inquire. Pariprashnena means submissively inquiring. And sevaya, it has to be accompanied with service to the spiritual master. That is also very important. And the most important service Prabhupada says is you approach a spiritual master and he gives you certain instructions to follow, and you say, I am initiated, I have accepted a spiritual master, but you don't follow the instruction, then that is not sevaya. Then the spiritual master is not pleased. We have to please the spiritual master. Here we can see, it is said, Viduram Pritaha. Maitreya was very pleased with the inquiries of Vidura. So similarly, we have to work in such a way that we can please the spiritual master. And it is not very difficult. Spiritual master is pleased when we follow the instructions given by the spiritual master. So, with that knowledge, with that understanding of gaining spiritual knowledge, one has to approach the spiritual master. Prabhupada says that actually the knowledge of spirit soul is beyond this material body. It is beyond this material body. So spiritual master has to be acquainted fully with the knowledge of spirit soul as part and parcel of Krishna. So in that sense, even a great jnani or even a great yogi actually cannot become a spiritual master, because they are maximum acquainted with the knowledge of this material body and mind or intelligence. They are not completely aware about the knowledge of spirit soul. Prabhupada says, quotes from the Bhagavad Gita, Yantra Rudhani Mayaya. What is this material body? This material body is actually like a machine, yantra, on which or in which the spirit soul is like a driver. So, the process of meditation or yoga, Ashtanga yoga, is actually a mechanical process. It has, if you can see, what it has got to do. The different kinds of asanas which are prescribed in Ashtanga yoga, they're all mechanical arrangements of the body. So, what is the goal of that? The goal is somehow or other, the mind can be concentrated. What is that pranayama? One has to breathe and meditate on that breathing process means it is simply to concentrate the mind. And then, when the mind has become concentrated, then bhakti begins. Then one has to search out for Paramatma in the heart and meditate on that Paramatma. Dhyana avastitham manasa. So with that manasa, with our mind, one has to concentrate on that Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in that sense we can understand that actually tad vijnanam, that this spiritual knowledge is different, it is higher than the knowledge of this material body and trying to control material body, trying to control material mind by yoga process, by meditation process. That is still in the realm of material knowledge. It is still not transcendental. It is transcendental only when we understand about soul and its connection with the Supreme Lord. And then when we act on that platform, that is called Vijnanam. In meditational or jnana process, one may have theoretical knowledge. Practically, he is applying some mechanical process. Application of mechanical process is there, trying to control the senses, trying to control the mind. That is also mechanical. Theoretical knowledge about spiritual life may be there. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. But tad vijnanartham means self-realized knowledge. Such a person one has to approach. Then it is possible. And same thing is said, and Prabhupada explains, how do we understand this? Further it says, Samit Pani Shrotriyam Brahmanishtham. Who is that spiritual master, Tad Vijnanartham, who is able to give us this transcendental knowledge? How has he acquired that knowledge? That is also very important, isn't it? Has he acquired through some jnana process? Has he acquired this knowledge through some kind of mental speculation or through some kind of meditation? No. What is the process? How has he acquired? So it says Shrotriyam. He has also heard this knowledge from another self-realized soul. Shrotriyam. And what will be the effect? If somebody hears from a proper source, Shrotriyam, then Brahmanishtham, he becomes fixed in that transcendental knowledge. Brahmanishtham. He becomes fixed in self-realization. Then he can become a spiritual master. Now we are also hearing, Shrotriyam we are doing, isn't it? And we are also hearing in Parampara. But that is not enough. Simply hearing we can repeat the same message, that is very good. So we can act as Shiksha Guru, no doubt about it. But if one has to become a spiritual master who can enlighten his disciple, then one has to be Brahmanishtham. One has to become fixed in that knowledge. Then it is possible. So same thing we can find it is said in Bhagavatam also, Tasmad Gurum Prapadhyeta Jignashu Shreya Uttamam. One has to approach a spiritual master, and for what one has to approach the spiritual master? Jignasu. One has to be inquisitive. And one has to be inquisitive about what? Shreya Uttamam. One has to be inquisitive about his most important goal of life, Shreya Uttamam. Udgata Tama means Uttamam. Knowledge about spirit, soul or spiritual life is called Uttama knowledge. Then one can approach the spiritual master. Otherwise, there is no necessity of approaching the spiritual master. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he explains that actually, specifically in this age of Kali Yuga, one need not have to change his status of life. One can be in any of the varna. One can be in any of the ashrama. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Sthane stitau shruti gatam tanuvan manobhir. What one has to do? He has to shruti gatam. He has to simply give oral reception. That is very, very important. So, sthane stitau means one does not require to change his status of life. Simply staying in whatever status of life one may be in, if he simply gives proper oral reception, sthane stitau shruti gatam, and he follows those instructions and applies in his life, tanuvan manobhir, and with his body, with his words, and with his mind, everything he surrenders and serves the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then actually one can become advanced in spiritual life. This is instruction given in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is very, very important, and which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quotes that this is very important, especially in Kali Yuga. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was having discussions with Ramananda Raya, and Ramananda Raya was explaining about varieties of different process of self-realization. What is the most important, isn't it? So first he was saying Varnashrama is very important, this is very important, Karma Yoga is more important, Jnana is important, like that. And then even surrendering our activities to the Supreme Lord, that is important. But then when he came to this point, that actually this is the most important thing in Kali Yuga. Sthane stitau shruti gatam tanuvan manobhir. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, this is the process. And if you know something more, please explain. Till now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was only saying, this is external, this is external. If you know something better, you tell me. But when he came to this point, then he said, yes, iha haya, this is correct. And if you know something more, then you explain. So, this is the process, and when this process is followed properly, then it is very much possible that it will be very, very fruitful discussion. So it is very, very important in spiritual life that sincerity of our inquiries are the most important factor in advancement in spiritual life. And inquiries will come when we try to read sincerely. So from our side, we have to try the process. We may know, we may not know. And actually, it is very important to understand, it is not some kind of external knowledge that we have to gain. That is very, very, also very important. Just few days back, I was describing Krishna sent Uddhava to learn from gopis the method of devotional service, highest devotional service. Krishna wanted that Uddhava learn from the gopis. So Prabhupada explains in that context very nicely. Prabhupada says Uddhava was very elevated because his spiritual master was Brahaspati, who is the spiritual master of the demigods. So he had learned spiritual science from such a great personality like Brahaspati. Gopis were simple cowherd women, isn't it? They were not some great personalities. They were not born in some Brahminical families. Neither they had undergone some kind of Brahminical training. They were born in cowherd families, simple women. But still, if Uddhava had to learn from the gopis, one of the most important one reason was Krishna wanted to send that personal message to the gopis. But another most important reason for Krishna sending Uddhava was so that Uddhava can learn from the gopis the topmost method of practicing devotional service. So, and in one of the messages which Krishna gave to the gopis was, you don't require to gain any transcendental knowledge. You don't require. You see? So there Prabhupada explains the simple, one does not require any pre-qualification to become self-realized. So not this so-called theoretical knowledge we have to become some pandita. That should not be our idea. Our idea should be sincere advancement in spiritual life, and that is actually what is required in spiritual life. Without duplicity, sincerely, if we try to advance in spiritual life, then actually it's like we were hearing that, we find the example of great personalities like Rupa Goswami. He was not interested in tarka, vitarka. Some pandit came and, he challenged. And Rupa Goswami said, yes, you have defeated me, I will give you in return. Please take. He did not want to become some famous, I have defeated some Digvijay Pandit, like that. He was sincerely interested only in why are you disturbing my time, why are you wasting my time? You want in writing, debating? No. Without debate, I will give you in writing. Yes, you have defeated me. Take it. Because they were interested in advancement in spiritual life. They had no time for all these things, isn't it? So we should not get diverted in so many things. Gaining some this kind of thing or that or all those things. What is required, whatever is required in Krishna's service, Krishna will give. Isn't it? That is how we have to be. What ability we have got, just start using that in the service of the Lord, and Krishna will give whatever is required further in advancement in spiritual life. That is important. So we'll stop with this. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki.